praise is due to Allah.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, we give him praise and thanks for his mercy and his goodness to the human family as he sends to us from time to time divine revelation that brings us closer to him and his reality. I am thankful to Allah to be privileged to be here with you this morning or this afternoon. I'm very happy to see your beautiful and smiling faces. And for those of you who are celebrating Easter, I'm very happy to see you. To my Christian family, I'm very happy to see you. And to my Muslim and Hebrew and nationalist family, we want to talk today about this day. They call this day Easter, and as Christians, we have celebrated it as the day of the resurrection of Jesus and his ascension to be with Allah, to wait until a particular time that he may come again and judge the world. It's strange, though, that every year the resurrection takes place at a different time. It would seem that if my mom or my dad or my leader died on a particular day, that every year around that time we would honor her passing. However, Easter comes different. Sometimes he's resurrected in March, sometimes in April. Why is that? What is all this business about Easter eggs? Supposed to be laid by a bunny rabbit rather than a chicken. Why, sisters, must you go and buy you a new Easter bonnet? And why on this day do we find it necessary to enrich the rich by buying new garments to wear on our fashion show in church on Easter Sunday? What does this have to do with the resurrection of Jesus Christ? Then another mystery here. They say he died on a Friday, and they call it Good Friday. I tried to figure that one out, and I came to the conclusion that the good in it was that his death and not his birth nor his ministry meant the beginning of the religion or the faith, and his death meant salvation. for those for whom they say he died. Now, if a man died for your sins and my sins, could you tell me, please, why is there a judgment? Wait, no, listen. If he died for my sins, then I don't have to pay, because my debt has been paid. So what is all this talk about the punishment of hell if he died for me? And I don't know of any righteous man that God lets him die for wicked people. And then after he dies, he takes back his life. Well, what is that all about? They used to say, if you give somebody something and take it back, you are not such a good fella. You didn't mean for him to have it in the first place. So if a man dies for us, well, that's all right. We understand that. Sometimes a mother will give her life for her child in a burning fire, but she don't come back a few days later claiming to have died for her child, but is alive still. It's a mystery here that we have to figure out. Then they said he would be dead 3 days. Count with me. He dies on Friday. And early Sunday morning, he gets up. Count with me. Let's say he died early Friday morning, but he didn't die early Friday morning because it took 11 or 12 hours. He was on the cross, hanging there, and finally he gave up the ghost. Well, gave up the ghost means he finally died. Then there was an earthquake and things got dark and whatnot. So that had to be Friday evening. Friday evening to Saturday evening is 24 hours. Saturday evening to Sunday evening would be 48 hours. So what are you talking about? 3 days in the grave? Seems like to me a day and a half. Seems like there's some things we have to figure out here today.